how turtles are so fascinating. The way that they have martial art skills.
Is the
and
TV
one,
muted, by the way, so we don't get the feedback?
It will be momentarily.
Oh, are we gonna get the chat up on the TV?
That's the idea. Yeah, here. Yeah, I've muted it on my end. Hopefully that works.
Oh, shoot. Is that going to get in the way?
I moved it. It's good.
Hey, hi. Hello. I'll take a reverse hug, please.
Is it, did you hit go live yet?
Good to see you.
Are we live?
Oh, we're live.
Oh, okay.
How about that?
Cool.
Turtle in it.
Well, okay.
Videographer. This is
Okay, here we go. We're live, by the way, guys. Rich, we're live. Everybody can see us. So,
Oh, hi.
How's the framing? Do you need to frame it down a little bit?
Yeah, I'll mess with it. I got it.
All right, cool. All right, we're live. Rich,
I'm
go
so
ahead and
glad
introduce us.
that you've all decided to join us on the RichAlvarez stream today. Oh, hello, Kaylin's in the live chat. We are having another Friends stream. Last time we had a post-party stream and we were all tired as hell. Today it's our pre-party stream because we wanted to. There's no other examples, no other explanations, but we were doing it before a party. With me is Brandon Glazer.
Hello.
Tim Chang.
Hello.
And Chris Muller.
Hello.
Today's topic, as last time we kind of ran our mouths a lot about video games, today we will be talking about anime.
What?
That good old-fashioned Japanese animation, unless you're Ruby because you're Canadian and for some reason you can still call yourself an anime. We won't be talking about that. Anyways, let's get into it. I have the questions right here.
It's in my contract that we're not like allowed
Good.
to talk about
Keep
Ruby.
it that way. The first question is, what was the first anime you ever watched? Let's start with Chris.
So, great question. This is what I'm wondering. Are Americanized anime, does that count? Like Pokemon and Digimon?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
yeah,
Would you
that's
count
anime.
that? All right, so for me,
Canadian anime. Though?
I guess it would be Pokemon.
Can anime?
No,
Yeah, Pokemon for me. Passing the mic to Tim.
Counts?
I asked Rich if American anime counts, and he said yes.
it's an anime.
Rich said it counts.
It's Japanese. It's anime. Yeah.
Okay, if we're not counting that, then the first one that
Ruby
wasn't.
Is now anime. Ruby is now produced by Shaft Animation. So
Oh,
it's now
I guess
anime.
Ruby
But it was
is officially.
previously a can anime.
It was previously just a YouTube thing, and that Rooster Teeth picked up.
That's right. It was Rooster Teeth.
It's
Okay.
not just Canada, it's also Texas.
They might not be able to hear anything you're saying.
We've just been informed.
Liz is educating. Liz,
All right.
Liz is doing a baptism on this motherfucker.
So if we're not going to count Pokemon, then I would say Full Metal Alchemist.
Okay, Full Metal Alchemist, great anime.
For your perspective, Ruby is a YouTube action anime about lots of fight scenes where a bunch of teenagers
This became the stream.
go to kill the concept of good storytelling.
Oh, okay.
No, my first anime was, and this is like I can't segue from that to this, was an anime called Fushigi Yugi: The Mysterious Play, which is like a weird.
I've seen it.
It's not great. Like
not
it's
great,
a whole lot of like.
But it's got David Hayter.
Does it?
Yeah.
way.
I don't know.
Solid Snake himself plays the main man in it.
Tamahome?
Yeah, Tamahome.
Tamahome? Yeah.
Nice.
It's about a girl gets sucked into a play and like she falls in love with a prince and like they just take forever to
Yeah,
hook up.
the prince is
It's like-
David Hayter.
It's
He's
like
awesome.
Inuyasha without the fun action.
And what was the main girl's name?
Miyaka.
Yeah, he's like Miyaka. Like he just
and-
has that same voice he always has.
He just doing the Solid Snake voice?
Well,
or just the verbal tendency?
in Metal Gear Solid, he's just like,
You
ugh.
won't be able to hear him.
Oh, so in Metal Gear Solid, he's like Naomi. He's like a little rough. He got to have like 10 cigarettes before he does Solid Snake. But it's like imagine if Snake talked with less gruff and it's just his normal voice. He's like Miyaka, I need to get you to the, like it's that sort of thing.
Yeah.
And I liked it because I liked these like two side characters that were like Chichiri and then like the guy that shoots fire from his fan. And like I watched like all of it as a kid and like I didn't know better and I was like, oh, those two guys will be like in it a lot more. And I watched like hundreds of episodes and it's mostly just like this guy and this girl staring at this guy wanting to be near each other.
It's fluff.
It's a lot of fun. It was not a good. And it's not
My
a good
sister
anime.
got that on DVD. She imported it from Japan, like way back in the
that's
day.
how you got it.
Damn. Wait, if it's imported from Japan, they had just had the dubbed version of it?
Yeah, they had the dubs on the DVD.
Oh, wow. Okay.
This is before like they actually started like making the DVDs for American audiences.
Yeah. That's awesome.
This is way back in the day.
Cool. Oh, shit, is it my turn?
Yeah, it's your turn.
Yeah, no, I thought a lot about this in the past 4 minutes. I don't remember what the first anime I saw was.
How
But I'll
about
tell
the
you this:
second
what
anime?
happened? No. What happened was I didn't watch anime, and like a lot of people were watching anime when I was in high school, and my buddy David was like, "We're doing anime now. Like, we got to get into this. You know, we got to be cool."
I'm on the ground. I'm on the ground floor of this great thing. Like,
Yeah,
like
yeah. And
buy
so
small anime,
he's
sell
like,
big anime.
he basically was like, "I have the list of all the cool animes like that we are supposed to see." So they were all
canon.
kind of at the same time. I saw Cowboy Bebop, Samurai Champloo, Death Note.
yeah.
We watched Berserk. We watched some weird ones. We started watching One Piece. I stopped. He reads the manga every Wednesday when it comes out still. So whatever that's on 1100, chapter 1100 or whatever it is. Wow. But yeah, we just kind of like, Trigun. We watched some Bleach. We watched some Naruto. But yeah, nah, those weren't for me. I like the shorter ones. I like the ones that are like, like Well,
Not
I mean,
1,000
Samurai Champloo
episodes.
and Cowboy Bebop, which are virtually the same anime, just in different settings,
Wow.
are what, like 8, 10 episodes?
Cowboy Bebop
Like
and
super
Trigun are
short.
both
Shorter.
like 24
No,
episodes.
not Trigun.
Oh, sorry.
Trigun, Cowboy Bebop, and Samurai Champloo. Did I
Okay,
say
but
Trigun?
You did say Trigun at one point. In your...
Oh no, yeah, I did watch Trigun. I just want to make it clear that Samurai Champloo and Cowboy Bebop feel like the exact same show.
It's made by the same team, I think.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
The art
Okay.
style's just
Yeah.
like-
Director.
Yeah, same
How about
director.
Same director.
Same team, Liz.
Liz is mad.
completely different.
I'm glad we invited Liz to this.
Hey, Rich. Quick tech support preference. Is it possible to get the chat up on the TV?
Yeah,
so
we need the
can-
chat. Chat,
so
we
can
can't see.
interact
We
with
can't
the
see.
chat.
So you actually have to use the TV, not the phone.
Oh, well.
Yeah,
I don't
is this
know.
a
Because we
smart
can't see
TV?
what they're saying, and it'd be fun because I wanted to
Hey,
ask
Liz, do you
these
know where the
questions to
the
chat
remote is
so
for
we
the
can see
TV?
what they're saying as well.
Chris, it's like on here, and then this is appearing instead of chat.
Interesting.
What is that?
Wait,
a
but
big
you're seeing
downvote.
it on you're seeing
I'm
the chat on
seeing
your
chat.
phone.
This still says we're live in 9 minutes on the TV for some reason.
We are not live in 9 minutes. We're
But
you're
live
not live
now.
But you're
We're live
seeing,
now.
but you're seeing it on your phone, right?
I see the chat on my phone, yeah.
This has been the Rich Alvarez Tech Support Hour.
Yeah, but we need to use the
Here, what I'm going to do is disconnect and then
we need to use the
reconnect.
TV remote.
I think if Rich,
That's
Yeah,
what
there
I'm
we
doing
go.
right now.
I think if
Remember how we did it at my house?
I
Do you
do.
have your
gonna
TV
work
remote?
Are you just like streaming your phone?
Yeah, I'm just streaming the chat from my phone.
Does the phone have, or does the camera
There we
have?
go,
Does the camera have
yay, it's
YouTube?
us. And where's the chat?
It should be popping up. Yeah, that looks good.
Okay, so will the chat usually will just
It'll pop up.
when-
The
yeah.
new ones will pop up. Yeah, we got it now. Hey, there we go.
Okay.
Okay, let us know in chat if you can hear me say, please type anything in chat. Anything at all. It could even be a number. It could be
Yeah, let's see how high chat
Special
can
thanks
count.
to Brandon Waymer, Tim Rogers, Two Tongue Ghost, make a shout out, Tim Rogers and Son Goku for being in the chat today, being the first ones here. Son Goku. All right, the first anime I ever saw, I mean, it's a little bit, the first anime show I ever saw, I think, was probably Dragon Ball Z on Toonami back when that was a thing on Cartoon Network. But we did rent the original VHS of the Fox-produced dub of Totoro when I was like, I don't know, however old I was when that was out, 5, 6, 7, I don't know. So that was technically the first Japanese animation that I saw. And
The Ghibli movie?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, and Totoro Ghibli.
That means you
And,
saw the original dub because they stopped making that dub. Like they redubbed
Yeah,
it.
Disney
Yeah.
bought it and then redubbed it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What?
with like the Fanning sisters as the little
Disney
girls.
owns some Ghibli movies?
They own the American distribution and the dubs. Yeah, now.
Whoa, weird.
So-
old Star Wars films, the old reels,
Yeah,
before the edits.
I think that it was like late middle school, early high school when I first started to really deep dive into anime, and I was really into Cowboy Bebop, Trigun, and then I watched a lot of questionable anime like Gazaraki. Probably nobody knows what that is, and that's
don't.
okay. You don't look it up.
Not even Tim.
And
You're doing deep cuts when even Tim doesn't know what anime you're referencing. Tim is
We don't
just
have anybody
my-
else here that would know
anime.
more about anime than Tim, just to clarify for chat.
Not a single person in this room.
he's looking right at you.
Tim Rogers in chat.
Okay.
Says, Akira was the first one he watched.
Oh yeah, Akira.
Was that not one of the earliest?
That was 80s, and I definitely saw that when I was a kid. I don't know if that was before or after Totoro
What's
though.
the first anime ever?
Akira.
Probably like Astro Boy. Yeah, I was gonna say Astro Boy. yeah.
Yeah, actually, it's King of the Hill.
King of the Hill.
I know.
Astro Boy, like from the 40s or 50s, yeah.
What?
That was, oh God, what's the guy's name? He also did Kimba. He was a Japanese artist that was trying to compete with Walt Disney in the
Yeah.
States. Yeah.
Well,
and he did.
Disney
yeah.
jacked Kimba.
Yeah,
Like,
and
that's-
then they copied.
yeah.
Well, yeah, it's kind of a. We could get into that another time. But
I mean, it's anime day, so
okay, let's
we're
move
talking
on
about it.
to question number 2.
I think the longest running anime is Detective Conan, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
that's been on for forever.
Conan?
Detective
Like Conan the Barbarian, but he's a detective.
No. Oh,
That's
No.
a great anime. idea.
No, he's named after like Conan Doyle, the author of Sherlock Holmes.
so fun fact.
I love the idea of Conan the Barbarian trying to solve any crime
How do I get into this thing?
That was a lot
I've
trickier, like in the
comics.
comics and stories.
He was like more intellectual.
If I light fire,
I've solved the mystery of what is good in life.
Like more of a rogue than like a barbarian.
Really?
Yeah.
all I have to
I'm gonna have to go
do
read
is
that.
possess this witch. Then
I should actually read that because Frank Frazetta is actually my favorite.
all right, question number 2. What was the anime that made you a big anime fan? Starting with Chris.
Yeah, for me, I missed a lot of like the OG anime back in the day because I wasn't watching
Pokemon
Pokemon. No, I was
Pokemon.
I was gonna say I didn't watch
Pokemon.
like Adult Swim and Toonami back when I was younger, so I missed like Dragon Ball Z, which I imagine would be a lot of people. So the first anime I really got into was actually Rich showing me OG Full Metal Alchemist. That was my first like non like kid anime, like
Yeah.
because like I watched Pokemon and Digimon, and then I didn't watch anime for a really long time. So in high school, Rich showed me original Full Metal Alchemist, and that one, like as soon as we watched that one, I was like, "This is amazing. You need to show me more." And then Rich sat me down and basically did what your friend did, which is he showed me all the ones that like I had to catch up on. So then I watched Cowboy Bebop and Trigun and Neon Genesis Evangelion, and then a bunch of other ones. But for me, it was OG Full Metal Alchemist. And what I remember is I had a sleepover at Rich's house, like back when we were in high school, and we like stayed up till like 3 or 4 in the morning. And then after we were done, I could not fall asleep because I was just so
20s or weird?
High school.
high school.
Sleepover. This was like a couple days ago.
I'm 23 years old.
This was last week.
I was gonna say, didn't you guys literally just have a sleepover at the last party that you
You're
were?
going to a party with pajamas right now.
Anyway,
adults.
These are my pajamas.
it was really good, and I just remember that it was so compelling. I couldn't sleep that night because I was just like, "What's gonna happen next?"
Super chat.
like that big
Somebody
of a-
super chatted.
Oh, we have a super
you,
chat.
Jake.
We
Oh.
have a super chat.
Thank you so much.
James Cart.
Was my anime gateway, and call it a cardinal sin, but I've never watched Dragon Ball Z, even as a kid. Was more proud Shinobi fan of Naruto, as well. As for a question, what's an anime that gave and still gives you life?
You're gonna
Thank you, James.
you're gonna have to
Read
read
Well,
that again.
I have to
don't-
reply.
Wait, Rich.
Oh,
Rich,
I have to. Oh, yeah, you're
They're
right.
not
Because
gonna
Faith's
hear
not on my.
anything.
Okay, so James Karg, sorry everybody. James Karg, thank you so much for your very generous super chat. Says Sailor Moon was my anime gateway and call it a cardinal sin, but I've never watched DBZ even as a kid. Was more a proud Shinobi fan of Naruto. As for a question, what's an anime that gave and still gives you nightmares? Probably the original Ninja. Is it Ninja Gaiden? Ninja Gaiden movie? That is kind of messed up.
There's a Ninja Gaiden movie?
Ninja. No, no, you're right. Ninja Gaiden's the what? I'm thinking of Ninja Scroll. Sorry, Ninja Scroll. That was a messed up movie, and it probably like if I saw it today, I'd be like, that was what I was afraid of.
Ooh, what about the end of the animated Berserk? Has anybody watched Berserk?
Ooh, yeah, Berserk.
It gets real weird, real fast.
I'm
And
almost
that's all
we
we're
can't-
allowed to say about
We
it.
can't talk about Berserk on this stream.
You've seen it, right? Yeah, okay.
I love
We
Berserk.
definitely can't talk about
But
it.
that was that was a really good question. I'll say for me, the one was probably Neon Genesis because like it got really weird at the end.
Yeah, Neon Genesis
I
does
don't know if
get
I had
weird.
nightmares, but I definitely like had some nights where I had a little bit of trouble falling asleep. Not because it was scary, but just because it was disturbing.
I've never
That's how I
seen
would
it.
put it.
I was in my 20s when I finally saw the 97 original Berserk cartoon. So I was like, I'd already seen other weird anime, but it is messed up. Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
No, I've never seen
Then like you saw the movie version, right?
No.
Wait, I thought you
I've
saw.
never seen any Evangelion.
I'm talking about Berserk.
Oh, sorry, my bad. I thought you were still talking about Evangelion.
Sorry, no, Berserk.
Is it Evangelion or Evangelion?
No one knows. No one knows.
Oh, really?
No one. No one ever.
knows.
No one knows.
Both of you at the same time.
But yeah, I can't remember. Did you
never
see
been
the original
answered.
anime or the movie version?
So I originally watched the anime, and then when the movies came out, They like remastered them. They look amazing.
Yeah. And it's
I
all
watched
more
those,
visceral and everything.
We didn't have to reanimate that last part.
All we have to say is 3 mouths and 20 eyes. Oh, thank you, 2-Ton Ghost super chatted. Thank you so much for your generous super chat.
Oh wait, hold
Did
on.
you
I gotta
ever watch...
answer that one.
Hold on.
Oh,
It's Junji Ito. Junji Ito messes me up. I get bad nightmares from Junji
yeah.
Ito stuff. I mean, like it's about everything. He's got all kinds of weird stuff going on. Like,
can't talk about that one either,
you know,
or-
like the whatever fault, the fault comic where they go and this is my hole.
No.
Oh yeah, there's like it's hard to explain because if I explain a Junji Ito comic or anime, like it's like it sounds so stupid if I just tell. It's like a guy is afraid of a square.
Every anime.
No, like but like
any anime in context, it sounds absolutely ridiculous.
no, but like horror wise, like would it be like
I've never seen the like this hole that was made for
this hole was made for me. There's like a quarry basically, and there's like holes that are shaped like people, and yours like
goodness.
calls to you. Okay.
Just like
and,
Neon Genesis
you,
and other
go through
examples.
it, and then something comes out the other end.
Got it.
And it's like, yeah, see, it's not scary if I tell you, but like it's real scary if you watch it.
Yeah, I'm not scared.
Or like I really like those Yamashibai on Crunchyroll, like which are like really short 15-minute like spooky ghost stories.
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Chris, nightmares.
Goosebumps for anime?
Oh, I already answered it. It was Neon Genesis.
Oh, okay, that's right, you did.
Did Brandon answer?
I did, yes.
Yes.
Okay, next
But we got another super chat.
So, our next super chat is to Gun Toast, who says, "Did you ever watch Zoids? That show was one of my favorites. I've never even heard of
What
Zoids."
the hell is Zoids?
Tim, you seem like you know.
anime
Hold on. Here's the thing. I felt like I was gonna be the heel here. I was gonna be like, oh, they're gonna be on and on about Zoids, and I'm gonna be like, I've never heard of Zoids. And like now I feel like I did something wrong.
Okay, no Zoids.
It was
Jump in and explain?
yeah. Come.
Hold on. We're now bringing in the
Our-
real anime expert.
Our
Zach.
Zoids expert, our resident.
Zach, of course you know Zoids.
Here's what I know about Zoids. It was on Cartoon Network. It was 3D-ish, and it was like fucking it's you know, it was it felt like a ripoff of a different show that I can't remember. Voltron. Thank you. Yeah, I thought it was the Forks one, but no, I was very wrong. It had nothing to do with that. But I didn't watch it.
Forks anime?
Apologize. Yes, that's the word I said.
And by the
Getting a little silly on this here
You
chat.
should mention real quick that Zach was in one video for us, which was the owl in our.
Oh
What
yeah,
Does the
Zach
Fox
was
Say
of course
Animal
the owl
Crossing
in our
parody.
What Did the Fox Say parody.
So first
but
time, did he come back in?
he's
any
been in
other
a few
videos?
other things. I thought.
you guys were gonna say he was the owl, like in one of the things from the owl from Zelda.
Oh, that'd be cool. Yeah, same owl basically.
Canonically, he was the owl. He was the owl in
was.
the Majora's
in the
Mask.
original.
In Majora's Mask. Not Ocarina of Time.
I
had to
believe
recast.
Zach's at least been in a couple streams or something since then, right?
Well, that was his first video.
Yeah, no, that was definitely.
Well, thank you, Zach. Zach is the real anime encyclopedia now.
Tim Rogers says the FCC is now firing us. Well,
Finally.
sorry about that.
They need to get on their
My mouth was far enough away from the mic.
We'll see.
It's fine. Don't worry.
Anyways,
Speaking of being far away from the mic, did you guys listen to the last episode we did?
Yeah, that's.
I don't know how
mics.
anybody in chat. I don't know what they were chatting
must
about
have had,
because
like,
you
an-
couldn't hear.
everybody
anything.
has an amplifier. Don't.
Yeah, everybody had to be blasting.
It was because we had one mic. Yeah, everybody
Yeah.
needs their own
These
mic.
these are like
This
super.
will be
sensitive.
better as long as we remember to pass
cool.
it. Yeah.
So we were before the super chats. We were talking about the anime that made you a fan of anime.
So I said, oh yeah,
You said
Full Metal Alchemist. Every answer's probably.
Oh yeah. I would say Trigun because I watched a lot.
That's my answer.
Yeah, like I remember when I was in middle school, we put out Trigun, and I was like, "What the hell is this business?" And we watched all of it in one weekend, and it was just I was like, first of all, I was like, I gotta go outside. That was my first response.
I gotta think about this.
I was like, I gotta go outside, and then I remember because I watched all of Trigun. I ate a whole cheesecake, and then I bought a gym, and then I bought a gym membership, and it, like that was
Changed
the art.
his life.
Like, I'm not joking. Like I'm not joking.
Like, oh man, I just really got to do something.
and that was the summer.
starting with this whole cheesecake.
Yeah, so that was the summer I actually got buff, like for a summer because of Trigun.
Hell yeah, that's what's up.
I don't know what part of Trigun inspired you.
It was It was that I was indoors for a whole weekend. I ate
like,
nothing
oh,
but
God.
Chinese food and cheesecake.
Not the actual anime at all.
Yeah, no, but like, well,
That's the story.
sorry, the anime inflicted the conditions upon me, which inspired the change.
Oh, that's awesome. That's really good. Oh, what's the question again?
The
Anime
anime
that
that made you a fan.
The anime that got you into anime, like the one where you were like, wow, I'm now a fan of anime.
Again, I don't remember what order I watched everything in, but I'll give the plebeian answer, which was Death Note. Ooh. Yeah. Of all the ones that we watched in those first, like, these are the anime that you have to see to be cool. That was the one that I was like, it felt different than the rest of them, and I didn't know how popular it was at the time in comparison to the rest of them, but that was the one that really spoke to me. I loved that anime.
That's true. At some clubs, they ask you if you've seen Death Note at the door, and if you haven't, you can't get in. You can't get in.
For me, I would also, I'm gonna steal Tim's answer, but also Trigun just
And did that
because.
inspire you to eat cheesecake and then work
Yeah.
out too? What
No.
happened to your life after you watched Trigun, Rich?
I think that after I was done watching Trigun, I watched Cowboy Bebop.
Tired to watch.
I was exactly. No,
This
but
happened on the same weekend, by the way. The two.
yeah, we were watching it together. I think that for me, it's just I loved that Trigun dared to be this weird post-apocalyptic, but also crazy sci-fi nonsense, and it's like. And I don't want to spoil literally anything for anybody who hasn't seen it, but Trigun is just brilliant, and everybody deserves to watch it, and that's my take. Moving on to our next question. Can I skip this one, Chris?
If there's any ones you want to skip, you can.
That's a little
skip it.
redundant. What your favorite anime of the year? I haven't watched any this year, so.
What? Then let the experts come.
Yeah, we could bring in some side characters
like-
for anime of the year.
Scott
Blue-Eyed
Pilgrim.
Samurai.
Oh, Scott Pilgrim. Well, why don't we all just say that Scott Pilgrim's a great anime, even though I haven't watched it yet?
It is really good.
Sure, it's great.
No, don't.
This
It's
popcorn.
it's like so easy. Look, if you haven't seen Scott Pilgrim Takes Off, don't look up anything
about,
about it. Just go watch it. Like
I'm gonna go
Okay.
with.
Is it out?
it's out.
Okay.
Well, you should at least mention the question. See if any.
The
of us wanna
question
answer
was,
it.
what was your favorite anime of the year? But I don't think I've really watched any this year
Does
so
Blue-Eyed
far.
Samurai count?
It could be.
Judges?
last favorite anime?
I don't know if it would count.
Okay, never mind.
I haven't watched an anime since Demon Slayer.
Blue-Eyed Samurai.
Yeah, I haven't seen the whole thing, but I really like it so far.
Laserhawk might count.
Oh,
Laserhawk
for
is
sure, dude. What was that? I mean, what is it? What do you have to do to be considered an anime?
That's the thing.
Does it have to be in Japan? Made in Japan?
The
We're
rules
gonna
are
be
getting
loosey-goosey
vague.
on it.
So the debate on what is anime is extremely arbitrary because most anime, if you're talking about where it's actually made, it's Korea or Vietnam or some other place because Japan doesn't actually make.
Because they outsource it.
They outsource it
Outsourcing,
because
yeah.
they'll do like the keyframes, but then the actual animation isn't done there because they're too fancy. And then it's like, okay, maybe this show was like written in France or written in the US and then animated somewhere else, but like they had some work done by a Japanese studio. It's really hard to be like, oh, only if it's like made in Japan is it anime because it's kind of like,
Feel in your heart that it's an anime.
yeah, it's more like if you feel in your heart it's an anime, it's an anime.
Batman is my favorite.
I agree.
Animated.
I think Batman's a great anime.
I totally forgot about Yu-Gi-Oh. Oh man, I actually really was into that when I was younger. I should have said that.
You're all too young. You missed the
What?
Samurai Pizza Cats days.
We're good on yours.
Samurai Pizza Cats. Actually, I might have to change my
good?
answer
Yeah,
to
we're good,
Samurai
we're good.
Pizza Cats because I remember I would get up at like 5:30 in the morning before school.
Oh, yeah.
And Samurai
Yeah, of course,
Pizza Cats would be on public.
Anime, like even The Simpsons was outsourced to some other place too.
My
you know.
favorite anime.
Yeah, The Simpsons.
You want to?
King of the Hill.
Sorry, you're right. Second favorite.
But what I was gonna say is that it's all become very like vague, and yeah, I used to be more of a stickler about it for some reason, like a stickler about a lot of things,
So we'll
but
say anime or anime adjacent.
anime
How about that?
adjacent. I think the things that like I really like. It used to upset me
put I
when
am
people
on
would
the
call
census.
Avatar: The Last Airbender
Anime
anime because that was
adjacent,
produced
that's
by
what I said I am
Nickelodeon,
on.
and I was like, okay,
It was an American cartoon trying to look like an anime.
kind
So
of.
stretching it.
The difference is in my soul, Zach. I don't know.
I have a
Yeah,
I go-
I really don't care that much. What's okay?
Oh, sorry.
We'll never know.
All on the, like, is it anime, is it not anime, when it's like a French-Canadian anime made out of an Argentinian comic.
Oh, well, anything is anime if you believe.
Yeah, it's the heart of the card.
I have an interesting anime fact that I realized that not a lot of people knew. Did
What?
you know that in like 2006 there was like a Powerpuff Girls anime?
Oh yeah.
I was hanging out with a bunch of people that were obsessed with Powerpuff Girls and they weren't talking about that. I brought it up and they were like, "You're lying," and so it's a
I
fun
remember
fact.
that too. That's
Powerpuff
crazy.
Girls Z.
Called Powerpuff Girls Z.
Yeah, Powerpuff Girls Z.
Okay, Chris, what's an underrated anime that you would recommend?
Oh, I have a great answer for this one. Has anybody heard of Dr. Stone?
No.
I actually haven't heard of that.
Have not.
No.
It's a really cool premise.
Are we on the question of what dropped off?
No, the question is an underrated anime you'd recommend. And I said Dr. Stone. Has anybody heard of
We
Dr.
called
Stone?
in the shit talkers.
We're transferring you to our
We
experts.
flew in a couple shit talkers.
It is a fantastic first season.
Dr. Stone's fine. If you really want a good anime, watch Ranking of Kings.
Ranking of Kings.
Ranking of Kings.
Ranking of Kings.
It's the anime that Wit Studio did after Attack on Titan because they handed off the final season to MAPPA, and Wit Studio made Ranking of Kings, and it is epic fantasy. It's pretty much everything I wanted to happen in Game of Thrones, but better, and it's just really cool. High fantasy. I love it.
I love that list because the way that you said it made it sound like they were given the last season of Attack on Titan, and instead they made that.
Yeah, because they didn't want to do it because it was like too much work and not really worth it. And then
got the order confused.
And then MAPPA took the last season, did an amazing job, and burned their animators to the ground. So
Now we
I
know.
hope they unionize.
So, all right. So basically, your answer sucks. Apparently.
Well, mine was so underrated, you haven't heard of it.
Oh,
but
sick.
Let me give you the premise real quick, because it was actually a really cool premise. The premise was basically everybody in the entire world gets frozen into stone, and then like some people start to wake up like 500, 1,000 years later, and they have to restart civilization from zero technology. So it's kind of like Civilization because they have to rediscover the entire tech tree. So it's really interesting because they start with fire, and then one of the guys like an encyclopedia that totally understands like how to build tech out. So like what's really interesting is they have to create antibiotics, and the guy actually goes through step by step how to go from fire to making very basic antibiotics to save someone, and it like checks out. Like it's a really cool premise. You'd actually really like it. It was very underrated.
So we have a super chat from our very own Brett Charles. Brett, do you want to just come over here and ask the question on the camera?
He's right here.
Okay. Well, I'll say it for him then.
Do a stupid voice.
Brett
No,
Charles.
stop. He
Oh, you
won't be
want
on
me to do
camera.
a
He's got to
stupid
be a
voice?
stupid voice. He's got to.
Brett Charles says,
Brett Charles. Woo.
"Do you prefer Vampire Hunter D or the prequel Initial D?"
Yeah, that was a weird series.
Thank
That
you
was
for
a-
your super chat.
That is actually a tough question. I enjoy Vampire Hunter D and all of its.
More than the prequel. Initial D.
do you know what the D stood for?
In which one of
In
them?
either of them.
It's
D's nuts.
Wow. Well, taking the question seriously, I would say that the. I know what you're doing over there. I would say that there cannot be an Initial D without Vampire Hunter D. God damn it, Brett. So I'm gonna have to go with the
Because initial
original
means
D.
initial means it's the first one.
yeah.
It's the initial
It's
D.
the initial D.
It's the initial D.
Does anybody else have an opinion on Vampire Hunter?
This is gonna be fun.
I thought Initial D, the arcade game, was great.
This is hilarious. I actually have never seen an episode of Vampire Hunter D.
Oh no, well it's actually really good.
Yeah, I know. They're all yelling at me.
Fucking shirt off, man.
D-robe.
Yeah, what's funny is like we're here and we're doing. I didn't even know we were gonna do anime stuff, but we're in this house with these particular people, and it's all the wrong people are on the couch.
Yeah,
Hey, we can tag people in.
yeah,
Yeah,
we're
they're just heckling us over
a
there.
lot of phone of friends.
so for the chat for the podcast here, we're all the ones that like don't know anime as much, and everyone that knows anime is like off screen talking shit about us. I mean, saying goobery things about us or what.
What they mean to say is we're all eating sushi like civilized people.
Not sushi.
Don't point the camera. Not doing a podcast.
Just shoveling popcorn.
They're actually eating popcorn at us.
Okay, did you have an underrated anime? I don't.
I have another one. It's it gets a little bit weird, kind of like Berserk, unfortunately. But it's called Shigarui.
Never heard of it.
Has anybody heard of that?
So it's underrated.
Judges? Shigarui.
Oh,
Hell yeah.
Brandon
I
just
know
stumped
that. Yeah,
the
let's
judges.
go.
Anime
So,
encyclopedia.
yeah. It's
It doesn't
you know, it's
matter
like
if we made it up.
I didn't make it up. This is actually my anime. I'm the only one who's seen it.
He's drawn it. He showed me a few panels. They're
There's a really obscure manga artist. Like you've never heard of him. His name is Robert Paulson.
Yeah.
they're passable figure drawings.
Basically, it's like a Edo period Japan samurai cartoon. Ruffle a few feathers with the cartoon comment, but it's like
Comic.
I don't know how to explain it. It's cool. Check it out. It gets weird, but it's like fun samurai stuff and
Fun samurai stuff. Another example.
yeah, exactly. I don't want to even try to explain it. It would take too long, but it's awesome. Trust me. No one will go watch that, but you really should.
What is it on?
What is it on?
Yeah, where can I watch it?
I don't know.
Probably
Nowhere. You have to go to like an underground club in Japan.
Just super cute. Really
Follow the house usher.
Not even an expert on your own mind.
No, I'm not, ADHD.
Stream is kinetic, and I'm living.
The stream is kinetic. What does that even mean?
Energetic.
Oh, okay.
I-
Hell yeah! Thanks, man.
Okay.
I can't. I think I can't say the
Next
only
question.
anime I watched this year. So
Chris, which anime would you say has the best intro?
Okay. Unironically, Pokemon. Let's go! I mean, is there a better intro?
Yes.
I mean, you can try to top it.
I'll name two.
Question, Chris, can you rap all 151?
I know. I said the intro.
me
not-
too.
I-
There's 150 to be a Pokemon master is my destiny. Geodude.
I wasn't aware that Larva was a Pokemon.
The anime.
Oh, okay.
Anime Cyberpunk.
Is the intro the shit?
I haven't seen it.
It's just Franz Ferdinand.
For me, the intro is gonna. I'm skipping you for a second.
All
Tim.
right, that's fine.
was
Save the
gonna
best
say,
for
We just
last.
got to say it before Tim.
It'll
does.
it'll be hard to decide.
really
I know. It'll be hard to decide between Cowboy Bebop and Neon Genesis with the slight opening, perhaps. Yeah. Yeah, I know. Obviously, Neon Genesis, but I probably got to say Cowboy Bebop just because it's become so iconic too. Anyways, back to Tim.
I'm gonna say the opening to Promise Neverland. That's still on my That's still on my.
I have.
like,
That's good. Yeah.
That's still on my workout playlist. It's Touch Off. I want to say that song's called, but it's a really good first season to an anime, and I hear the rest of it's not great.
That's like so many anime, like
No,
Sword
but
Art
like-
Online first.
Oh, we're gonna have that.
I liked the first season, and then it gets terrible.
that's a question.
Liz has something to say about
That's
it.
a question.
In the first season of Sword Art Online, instead of doing anything, they raise a child together. A 15-year-old raises a 12-year-old, and they think that's interesting television? That's fucking stupid. That's so stupid.
This hot take brought to you by Liz Lou.
You can have hot takes on anime now.
Okay, you got it.
Yeah, I had to look.
To be
mine
fair,
up.
she's
it's called it's an anime called Zomd, XAM'D.
Never heard of it.
Lost Memories.
Interesting.
The opening to that, the intro to that anime is incredible. Look it up.
What is that anime about? Or can you not spoil?
Oh,
it?
dude,
You can't tell me.
No, this one is really unexplainable. It's actually a terrible anime. I watched the
What?
whole thing. The intro's so good.
Yeah.
The intro's so good that I watched. Like, I was so excited about it, and then you know how like you get halfway through and it's like you're invested
Yeah,
now,
and you're like,
hoping
oh.
like the end, and you're kind of interested in some of the characters, but none of the ending is totally
Yeah.
botched. Everything's totally like there's no resolution. The story sucked.
I do that.
Characters are cool, and the anime, like the visual anime was great, but otherwise it was terrible.
I do that often because sometimes I will hate something that I'm going to like in the middle of it because I'm like I don't trust where they're going yet.
Yeah.
And then I see the end and I'm like, oh, never mind. I liked it the whole time now. And then
Yes, totally.
and then I go back and watch it and enjoy it the whole way
Yeah.
through. But
I have
halfway
a
through, I'm
movie,
like,
remind me.
oh,
after
those two
this.
idiots are gonna kiss and they're gonna write a basic story, and then they don't, and I'm like, holy shit.
I always love this. I was always on board.
This was my favorite show from the beginning. We have another super chat from our friend Brett Charles.
Brett Charles, he talks like that, by the way.
Brett says,
Brett
do you think Chris Pratt will do as good of a Garfield dub as Bill Murray?
Do you think?
First of all, thank you so much for your super chat.
Hard-hitting questions.
Second of all, based on first of all, this is not a real thing that is happening. But
Yes, it is.
Wait, is it
This
really?
is a real thing. This is.
You're not joking?
We've hurt Richie. Yes, Richie, look at me. Look at me.
believe it.
Look at me. This is happening.
Are you gonna pull?
Wait, Chris Pratt is really going to be Garfield?
Yeah.
Is it
We have it.
just gonna-
We're live from the scene.
Yeah, in the movies. Yeah.
Okay.
I will say
Bill Murray was Garfield.
no, there's some.
No.
Grizzly Adams did have a beard.
So the original Garfield voice actor was Lorenzo Music, and then he did the voice of Venkman,
Yeah.
Bill Murray's character in the Ghostbusters cartoon. So there is a precedent for
I love that
Garfield
idea, too.
and Bill Murray having the same voice. Don't look.
Okay, I did not realize that this is a real thing that was happening. Here's what I'm gonna say. It took me like 10 minutes real time when I was watching the Mario movie to get used to Chris Pratt's Mario voice.
I'm normal now.
Because I figured I would. I'm like, oh, I guess I'll get used to it. But like, Garfield though is gonna be like, hey Odie, I can't do it. I just can't. I can't do the. I can't.
You just sound exactly like Richard Alvarez.
I can't do Chris Pratt's basic ass. Hey, you know what? No, I've got nothing positive to say this
I
time.
don't
No,
think-
I gave. I gave it to him.
In his defense,
Positive.
It's
No,
an-
this whole thing broke me.
it's-
broke me. I
it's-
can't do it.
cartoon cats.
It's saying
Yeah,
hold
The
on,
voice can be whatever.
No,
It-
it's got to be like, hey, John. It's
I
got to be
just
that lazy Garfield.
I just noticed that Chris Pratt seems to have left the chat.
Oh, did I piss off Chris Pratt?
I think it'll depend on whether or not he's allowed to bring the raw sexuality that
we all know
that we all
Garfield's
know
known
that-
for.
Yeah,
Sure.
just the barely restrained.
I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
Have you guys, any of you seen
great. Thank you.
the Garfield thing on Reddit that's inspired by H.P. Lovecraft, where he's like this weird like monster demon? Do you know what I'm talking about, Tim?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Will Burke.
There we
Will
go.
Burke.
Yeah. There we go.
I'm like so upset by this
It's
news.
good stuff. Going back to the original question, we never actually gave Tim a chance to answer. What is your favorite anime intro?
I did.
Did I miss it?
Promise Neverland.
I forgot. I'm sorry, Tim. I was so distracted by all this. I thought we missed you.
It's fine. We were all rattled by Garfield news.
All right, back to Rich. Did everybody answer that
Oh,
question?
hey. Yeah, I said, remember Neon Gem or Cowboy Bebop? Did you answer what's your favorite intro to an anime? Zom, you said that? Okay.
I got so thrown off
Sorry.
by that Garfield question.
Yeah,
I
the
forgot
Garfield
everything
thing really
everybody said.
threw me for a loop. Okay, Chris, which anime has the best ending? Don't say Full Metal.
Pokemon?
Pokemon never ends. That's the problem. What if it never ends? It has the worst end.
What's the question?
Really? Did they finally end Ash's story?
What's the question?
He didn't even become the best?
No, he won.
Wait, did he catch them all?
Caught a few.
What a loser.
I think it's a. I think
What a
it's.
disappointing end to that journey.
I think it's a semantic question. Like Ash can win third place, but he has to have done it, and no one else can have done it before.
Oh, for him? Did you want those things?
Oh yeah, you salt.
Hell yeah.
No.
My salt was
What's the next
So,
question?
Rich, you said I can't say Full Metal.
What's the question?
What about Full Metal Brotherhood?
No, I guess that was okay.
That's your answer. No, it's fine. Actually, I'll say I had a backup.
Is that the question?
The question
Best
is what has
Best
it was what has the best slash
exactly.
most satisfying ending. So since Rich is gonna probably say that
No
one,
one's answer is better than mine. I promise.
you're not. I would say Cowboy Bebop. I'm not stealing anybody's answer, am I? Okay. I don't want to spoil the ending, but man, oh man, is it a satisfying ending,
Definitely
and it's
ends with a
everything
bang.
that you would want. And what'd you say? It ends with a bang,
It definitely ends with a bang.
and we'll leave it at that. So Cowboy Bebop.
2 points to Gryffindor.
There's a. All I gotta say is, see you, Space Cowboy.
Nice.
Hell yeah. Okay.
Wait, so we're not allowed to say Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood?
Full Metal Alchemist.
Because Rich
All
is
right.
gonna steal it.
But ironically, I'll change my answer at the last second.
Okay. What has the best? Oh, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I don't.
Slash most
Do
satisfying.
you want me to go?
Yeah, please
you a
do.
second?
Yeah.
What? Code Geass.
Are you fucking serious?
100%. 100%. It's
That's a
super
real great
satisfying.
choice, yeah.
I don't want to spoil it, actually.
But a great ending.
Oh my god, it's so perfect. It resolves so beautifully. And like you don't see it coming. That's the other thing. It was like you're like, wow.
And he didn't see it coming either.
Nice. Yeah, that's my answer. Have you seen Code Geass?
No, I
La
haven't.
Lucia Britannia commands you.
I do really like Code Geass.
Yeah, me too.
I will say the best ending to an anime I will never recommend to anyone because the pacing is horrible is Shinsekai Yori from the New World. It's a really good anime.
People threw up in the back.
Yeah.
I think we need to phone a friend and have Zach come in and do his.
Yes, Zach thinks you need to too.
This anime is one of the best endings I've ever seen of an anime I can't recommend to anyone. Because of the pacing.
Yeah, Escaflowne.
All right.
That's a pretty good ending. Like Escaflowne had a very nice.
So
That's
I
floating?
blocked everybody from saying Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood because that's my answer, and I,
I
selfishly
actually-
wanted to hold on to it.
That's fair. I keep beating you to it because of the sitting order.
Can I,
I will say that this is making me question how many animes I've finished. Like,
Without spoiling anything, I'll just say that the original Full Metal Alchemist anime, great music, great soundtrack, great animation, did the cardinal sin of a lot of anime, which is where they produce the episodes before the mangas have a chance to finish, so they make up their own ending, and therefore, what they came up with was okay at best. Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, however, does follow the manga, the comics, if you will, perfectly, and uses that ending, and it's great. I won't spoil anything that happens in it, but it's a great ending. Did you want to add on to that, Chris?
Yeah, I was gonna say, since Full Metal was the anime that like got me into anime, watching Brotherhood was so good because original Full Metal is a great anime, but I felt the ending was very unsatisfying. So having Brotherhood come in and give like the perfect conclusion to finish off all the character arcs and actually like have something that made sense, because the whole thing is about equivalent exchange, and like at the end. I don't want to spoil it, but it was really satisfying.
Finished it.
It was so satisfying. So we'll leave it at that.
I'm going to skip the next question, but I'm going to say
I'm
what it
actually
is.
gonna say
Metal Alchemist?
Ghost in the Shell standalone complex.
Okay.
They like
Yeah,
wrap
I'm
everything
somewhere
up.
in the
Good
middle.
answer.
Really
yeah.
good. I love that.
Which one? Sorry.
Ghost in the Shell standalone,
Standalone
complex.
complex.
They like wrap all of those disparate threads up really well, and it's like not happy,
Better
but
than
like
the original Ghost in the Shell movie, in my opinion.
I don't
Yeah.
know
For a lot of
what
reasons.
they have redone and
yeah, there's been a lot of versions of
Yeah,
Ghost in
yeah.
the Shell.
So
yeah.
I don't know which ones because I know I've seen it twice.
If it was the old Adult Swim one, it was probably standalone complex.
Like the one where she rips off the thing's head and her arms get ripped off and she like merges with the other AI brain.
That's a lot of Ghost in the Shell.
Damn it.
Well, if we have time for that. I'm going to skip this
Could
next
you
question.
say what the question was? Just
Yeah,
so-
I'm going to say what it is. What anime started great but ended terribly? We're not going to go through everybody on this one. I'm just going to say...
Berserk.
Oh, but like figuratively though, but not literally, because I love, even though it's terrible what happens to the characters, I love that ending.
Turns out we're doing this question anyway.
No. All I wanted to say was,
I had one in mind.
all I wanted to say was,
We out of time?
no, we're not. Well, we got to wrap up soon, but.
One-sentence answers.
So,
please.
what anime started great but ended terribly? Most of them. I love anime that's good, but most anime are just terrible.
When I wrote this question, I was thinking of Wolf's Rain.
Quickly, yeah, quickly. Favorite anime hero and villain, quickly, everybody.
I was
Pokemon.
actually. Those are all words.
Rocket is pretty good.
I was gonna say started great, ended badly. Promised Neverland is also
yeah.
another.
I can't even say that, and I can't anymore.
Okay, well, let's go down the line.
Best villain.
Best villain and hero of anime, quickly though.
Does Mewtwo count? No, I'm joking.
Sure.
I'm forgetting. What's the? I'm drawing a blank. What's the name of the guy who's the original bad guy in Naruto who does the snake stuff?
Oh,
it's Orochimaru.
Orochimaru, yeah.
Snake's on.
The snake
Snake
guy.
guy.
Orochimaru. I can't
it's
say his name. I really like
Orochimaru.
Orochimaru.
Yeah.
I liked him. He was a good bad guy.
Yeah, and he was voiced by Steve Blum in the English.
Wow, Spike Spiegel.
Yeah.
Spike Spaghetti.
Spike Spagul.
Favorite anime villain?
Come back.
Wait, villain or hero and villain
We're gonna do both questions.
separately? Yeah. Okay, I don't have a villain.
Okay.
I can't think. Actually, you know what? I'll say the same. I keep using Berserk as like so many of these answers. Guts.
Guts.
From Berserk.
Yeah.
The best hero. My personal favorite
Hero.
of any anime. And then I can't remember what the bad guy's name is.
They scream it so many
What?
times.
Griffith. Griffith. Yeah, Griffith. He was great.
I have no shame in copying that answer. I think Guts and Griffith are like the epitome of hero and villain, you know. Griffith!
They started out as boys.
I'm gonna.
Intro and Rao, that's high up there too. I don't even know what that is. What is that? Fist of the North Star.
And Griffith is all like.
You are already dead.
Did you watch you watched it in English, right?
Berserk?
Yeah.
I actually don't know.
Okay, because like his English voice for Griffith is really great. He's just like, "You'll soon find, Guts, that we are the clan of the Hawk," or whatever. Like, it's just got this great voice to him.
I'm gonna put my answer as Dracula in Castlevania, even though I go with all the vampire
Wow,
answers.
nice.
But also, like, he's the best villain and the best protagonist.
the
Because if bad guy, then how love wife? Like,
Does the Netflix Castlevania count as anime?
yeah, it does.
All right, cool. I'm in.
Yeah.
I love it.
Oh, we have more super chats now.
Oh, thank you.
Sorry, Chris, did you already say your
I
favorite hero?
consider anime things that are animated that my mom won't watch. Like, that's the definition of anime.
Tanjiro from Demon Slayer.
Okay. Brett Charles has given us another generous. Where is he? All right. He says, "What anime do you wish had another season or time skip? Personally, I'm thrilled they've restarted Frasier."
Frasier.
Wait, could you read it one more time?
He says, "What anime do you wish had another season or time skip? Personally, I'm thrilled they've restarted Frasier."
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, Frasier is on Peacock now.
That one has the best anime closing.
Yeah. Tossed salad and scrambled eggs.
Beavis and Butthead.
The calling again.
I didn't know that we could pick Frasier as our anime hero.
Yeah.
So, had another season or a time skip?
Yeah, like which one do you wish continued, basically?
Oh, okay. That's a really good question.
Fun side fact, 'cause since Frasier did come up, one of the villains for the D&D game they've been playing, I would just, whenever I have to do that villain, I just pretend it's Frasier Crane. Like, it's been a hobgoblin that sneaks up and tries to stab them in their sleep.
Hell yeah.
Amazing.
No.
Can I say my time skip one?
Oh, yeah.
Easy one is Gurren Lagann.
One more side story.
Yeah, speaking of C mode up there. I love Gurren Lagann. I could watch all. And Gurren Lagann is a show that's only 24 episodes again, but that deserved to be like 5 seasons, I think.
I didn't like it.
You didn't like it?
No, I thought making the main character have a drill for a weapon was a really bad idea.
I feel like you probably will like the movies if you just watch the movies
really?
instead. Yeah.
Okay.
They
Because
summarize
the
everything
show is a
really
little slow to watch now. Like when it was coming out, it was like
Yeah.
not. But the movies
didn't know there
really
was
make
movies.
it. Yeah, there's 3 of
Maybe
them.
like the ones where they just compile the
Yeah.
story into. Oh yes! Can I watch it on Netflix?
Oh, no. Can I answer that question? I wish Wolf's Rain had a time skip to undo the terrible ending, jump forward in time, and actually give it a satisfying ending because it had so much
Ooh, I
potential.
agree.
Oh, Pokemon?
Yes,
Wolf's Rain,
that's
but
exactly
yeah.
what I said. Wolf's Rain. But
I would have said Trigun, but they actually rebooted Trigun last year, so yeah, it's good.
Never saw the original, love the new one.
What? I didn't
He said never saw the
Yeah,
original.
they rebooted Trigun.
it's really good.
like
New
story.
animation.
One
It's
season.
the same story but different a little bit.
Yeah,
Okay.
put a little bit of a spin on it. I've seen half of it.
A lot of people like it better.
Yeah.
It's like the Brotherhood.
Like it better?
I haven't decided yet. Okay. Nostalgia is like.
It has elements that like,
I just,
Watch it over here. I missed the middle half.
I'm a big fan of that original like crunchy '90s animation. You know, like the new one's so smooth.
That
you
is
know?
something about those older animes that the individual does this double transmute?
NBC and CBS here.
The audio will be smooth even with two.
Yeah, so the Jesus Christ, make up your mind, guys. Yeah, I'm gonna grab one of these. Yeah, the frame by frame animation.
Yeah.
That's all I wanted to say. There's something about that just I don't know has a totally different feel. And they did that with Berserk too. It was originally frame by frame, and then the remakes. It's got this like fluidity.
It's all in the computer.
It looks great for the fight scenes. You know, when he's like riding his horse and like in those.
Yeah.
You know, it looks incredible. But for everything else, I prefer the old school.
For everything else, there's MasterCard.
And for everything else, there's MasterCard.
Did you want to say
Oh,
something?
I was
Chris?
just going to throw in the Joe's a perfect time to say you can't recreate a chemical reaction.
Yeah, I know.
But inside joke about hipsters.
I do.
Yeah, like that's not a
I
great
love Trigun is ultimately one of my favorite all-time animes. I will say, no, I'm not going to say. I don't want to spoil the new one for you at all. So I'm not going to say what I was going to say.
Does he have 3 guns?
But yeah,
Canon.
but it's anyways. Let's move on.
Did we
so
get a member chat?
yeah, we have a member chat from Marty Man who says I came in a little bit late, but I grew up with Digimon season 3 and 4. Season 3 and 4. Season 4 is what really got me liking it, but I digress.
You knew a Digimon?
I was going to say season 1 was like where it peaked.
Yeah.
2 was okay. After that,
I was
stopped
like,
watching.
ooh, not Pokemon.
Questions. Favorite season of Digimon?
1.
Mom.
One's the only one I saw. I do remember Digimon for some reason. My mom came in when I was watching it, and she saw Digimon on the screen. And something about Digimon on the screen. My mom was just like, "Nope, never."
Well, that's really the end of questions.
That might have been it because I remember Leomon was involved, and I was like, "Oh." So I maybe like Leomon was like too hot. Like, maybe that was. I don't know.
So the final question was supposed to be, what's your favorite anime of all time? But I feel like we've kind of already answered that through the grapevine.
No, I
of
never answered mine.
We'll all say it on 3.
1, 2, 3.
Mario
Pokemon.
Brothers.
There we go.
No, I'll probably still be Trigun for me, I guess.
Wow.
I was actually going to say Naruto Shippuden, but I might be changing my mind to Demon Slayer if it ends well.
Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Now I can say it. Now I can say it. So.
CBS and
Death
ABC
Note has a soft spot in my heart.
All right, eating that potato chip.
Yeah.
All right, well, I think we pretty much got to wrap up here, but anybody have some final thoughts?
What's your watch say?
It's a quarter past the thread.
It's important to note that none of this is admissible in court. If you tell anyone that I have watched any anime, I will deny it.
At the time.
The Rich Alvarez channel do not reflect the opinions of the Rich Alvarez channel.
Namely, specifically Tim Chang.
Just like the John Mulaney joke. Is that the kind of thing you find funny? You know, like, yeah, you don't want to have the things you said on stream read back to you in court. So awkward. Anyways, I think that's pretty much going to do it for us. Tim, you look like you have something to say.
No,
Or you're
no,
just like-
I'm just being
That's just how he
attentive.
looks, dude.
Yeah, I just want you to know I care about you.
No, I care about you too, Tim.
Because how
after
long have
all,
you guys been
yeah,
friends?
We've known each
Each
other
other for
for
52 years.
Yeah.
Sorry, I
Right.
jumped the gun on
So,
that one.
anyways, we'll see you next time.
You're not going to give a subscribe voice?
Oh.
Subscribe!
Oh, subscribe and other similar things. Please subscribe. It's free and easy, just like. Well, not anime. Anime is kind of expensive, especially on Crunchyroll.com, where they charge you $14.99 a month. But please subscribe anyway, because the Rich Alvarez channel is free because I'm broke. I don't know. All right, we'll see you next time, guys.
You could like, you might comment, you could even subscribe.